Have you ever wondered if mushrooms are smarter than we think? Well, a new study says they might be. It turns out that these guys have been hiding their intelligence from us, which is kind of impressive considering how little they have to show off for. That's about as wide as 18 American football fields lined up side by side. It's like bigger than that. That's because the main bodies of these fungi are made up of tiny threads called hyphae, which are so thin that they can't be seen with the naked eye. But unlike our neurons, they seem to be able to repair themselves simply by sensing where the damage is. In this way, the forest floor functions like a gigantic brain, capable of sensing and responding to changes in its environment. These threads form a mycelium, which acts like a vast underground internet. Like, if these networks are so smart, why don't the fungi use them to hunt down their food instead of sending out those thin threads that absorb nutrients very slowly? Maybe they do use their mycelial networks to hunt, but that would require a lot more energy, and they would need to be bigger. Fungi spread out across larger areas in order to capture bigger prey, and it doesn't seem to have really paid off for them over the course of evolution. Then again, maybe that's just the strategy of the fungi we've been studying. There could be others out there that are using their networks to hunt. It probably formed as a result of random genetic mutations that gave certain types of fungi the ability to communicate with each other. Over time, beneficial mutations piled on top of each other and led to the formation of this expansive network. If you'd like to help us make more videos like these, you can go to our support page to learn more. They send signals to each other through it and can exchange nutrients and information, sort of like how our neurons fire and send messages to each other through our nervous system. They also want to find out if there are even more extensive networks hidden away in tropical forests. Maybe there's a massive web of mycelia just waiting to be discovered. They found this expansive network in a temperate broadleaf forest in the northeast part of the country. But we finally uncovered some of their secrets thanks to one very large underground network. A team of researchers in Austria recently discovered an underground fungal network that's some 2,400 miles wide. But even though they were able to map the vast web of connections between these fungi, the organisms themselves remain elusive. And just like our neurons, the mycelial threads can also become damaged. But unlike our brain, which is an incredibly complex organ that took millions of years to evolve, this fungal network seems to have just kind of happened by accident. The researchers say that studying these networks could help us understand how intelligence evolved on Earth. This discovery was pretty huge, but it also raises some questions. So are mushrooms smarter than us? Maybe not yet, but they might get there. Thanks for watching this episode, which was brought to you with the help of our patrons.